Alright, everybody! It's Toku time! Yes. It is absolutely Toku time, and it's not just Toku time, it is spooky season. Tomorrow is Halloween. That's why we're dressed up, and we're doing a special video session this time around. That way you get to see get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes, the messy rooms and whatnot. But before we get into, please, my room is look back there, like absolutely messy.
No, look at Wade. Wade is
absolutely.
What am I doing?
Wade is absolutely dashing. Freaking love it. Freaking absolutely. Like, hold on. I got something for this. I actually got something for this. Hold on. Hold on.
What am I holding on to?
No.
Y'all just wait until the episode comes out and you'll find out. You're gonna love it. So,
oh god, this is a bunch of ayahs.
Oh yeah, I've got soundboards like now. So like, I do need to get like Power Ranger soundboard and stuff like that. That'd be great. So, all right. So before we get into it, I have a few things, a few announcements, stuff like that. So, without further ado, come on now. This is just playing with the soundboard. Sorry. A big announcement. They are not with us tonight because they have to do some important schoolwork. But Springy, who has been...
And he's a loser!
Springy, who has been on the last couple of episodes as kind of a interim guest, is... I am pleased to announce...
Done!
Pleased to announce that they are an official member of It's Toku Time. Everybody give them a round of applause. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you got the applause button.
Yes, I did. I hit it.
We have so much fun on this podcast. Let's never stop.
Of course.
I'm having so much fun with the soundboard. Okay, so that we got that out of the way. And that's really like the big announcement. So
minus the big one we have at the end.
So let's get into it. And leading the podcast tonight is our very own Crimson Talon. Take it away, my dude.
Well, clearly you made a big mistake putting me in charge, but okay. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, or I should say tomorrow, whenever you're listening to this, tonight is a very special episode. Tonight, we talk about Kaiju and any monster that is from Super Sentai, Ultraman, and any Toku you can think of.
Yeah.
We have all come up with ones that we all know and love. And we all picked 4, well, some of us picked 4 of them. So I think to start this off, let's go to Toku Slap himself and have fun.
Oh,
you playing
boy.
Minecraft. I like the cut, G.
I didn't really think I told you.
You know more about the monsters than we do.
Yeah, I didn't have too much time to prepare though, so I just kind of I'm literally going
right.
in my head. But like one thing I really wanted to mention because I realized we didn't last time. I don't feel like any of us talked about Lord Zed.
No, we did not.
And how Lord Zed is like the peak of like freaking spooky bad guys. That like so much so that they like parents were pissed off whenever he was on air and everything. Like,
I mean, I think it was because you could see his skin, like the muscle.
Yeah, he's just like a muscle man with like metal bones over top of him. Like he's the ultimate spooky villain. And then he just comes in and just like rah, rah, and has that voice. Like I don't know. He's definitely when I think of like spooky or like scarier villains.
In your mind, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
because he's the one I grew up with and stuff too.
I'm right there with you. Rita's brother is a good one that counts too.
I hate Rita's brother.
Oh, he was kind of a
I mean,
he was kind of a comedy character, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like he was comic relief scary.
his look was
Yeah,
actually
that's what I
really
mean.
cool. But Lord Zed
in Die Ranger, he was way more serious.
Lord Zed was
Oh,
like
he's in Die Ranger?
yeah.
I think it was Die Ranger.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Lord Zed
I
was a
didn't know.
great character because it was the first time that we had ever actually introduced like our own little creation. And you guys remember, man, like when he first like the first like quite a bit of the season that they introduced him in, he was absolutely just brutal and just conniving and
Yeah.
evil and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, yeah, later on they nerfed him down to be a comedic character due to parents.
But
They had to.
but it worked out because he was still a complete jerk, but he was funny when he needed to be.
Yeah, but like I mean,
Yeah.
but as far as looks go, Lord Zed was just really good. Like really
He's
good.
cool, spooky. He's all the things he needs to be.
The snake,
And
he's got
the snake
cool
turned
red
into
visor.
his
The
And the snake.
turned into a stat. Like that was an awesome. Like yes.
his voice actor, I believe, passed away. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Um,
not that long ago. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Robert, and oh my god, he is such a nice guy.
Yeah, I
And
wish I
it
got a
killed
chance to
me.
meet him.
I got lucky by going to a con he was at, but it's crazy who else he voices. Not only Lord Zed, but also Armadillomon from Digimon.
Did he really?
Really?
Yes, he did. Yes,
what?
he did.
Oh my
Armadillomon.
gosh.
Season 2, he's Armadillomon, and I was like,
I'm gonna have to. I was planning on rewatching Digimon from the beginning anyway, but now like I feel like I'm obligated.
now that you hear that, you're like, I gotta go back and listen. And I did the same thing. It was like, oh.
Yes, yes.
It's like Vmon is voiced by Ben Diskin, who did number two, and I think number 1 from Kids Next Door.
Yeah, yeah.
Gokai Silver was what's his name? Oh God, I forgot his name. The older one with the glasses. He was in Try. Whenever they came out with Digimon Try, he played that one.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe, and then one of the girls, Gokai Yellow played it too.
Well, shoot.
Yes.
Freaking, the Japanese voice actor for Bon Clay in One Piece was actually part of Kaku Ranger.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Kaku Ranger.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I freaking love fun little tidbits. Fun
Did
little tidbits. So, going with the spooky thing. You said Lord Zed, and I'm gonna keep it Power Rangers Pumpkin Rapper. People can say what they want. I mean, he's kind of a meme, but like, there's a reason why out of most of the monsters that you see in Power Rangers, there is a reason why there is a Funko Pop for Pumpkin Rapper. Pumpkin Rapper was
You
awesome.
gotta look.
Yeah, like he was great.
I think there's only like 3 monsters that are pop figures that I know of.
Pumpkin Rapper,
The pig thing.
and I can't remember. I know there's got to be another one.
That one for Goldar?
Mm.
I don't think so.
No, I think Goldar does
Not yet,
have
at
one.
least.
Hold on. I think Goldar does.
While he does that, Pumpkin Rapper was one of the unique ones, and I think, as you said, Wade, that he was only to Power Rangers. He was not in Sentai at all.
Yep, Goldar had
Yeah,
one.
well, he was made. He's in Ju 2 footage, which is they literally paid them and the same company that they used to make the monster suits to film more stuff for Power Rangers.
Okay.
I mentioned Toy, but they also used another company for the suits too. And they also got with that company to help come up with the idea of making Lord Zed actually too. because it wasn't just 100% us, but like we put the effort
Yeah.
and paid for it to make it.
Sorry,
Or
I
at
keep
least,
getting close to the camera because I can't see stuff that well.
it's alright. You don't have to wear it.
So yeah,
Oh,
for
I'm
the,
going to
for
wear
the
it.
most part,
You don't
as
want to see
far
the
as
face
as
underneath.
far as Funko Pops go that are monsters, Pudgy Pig, Pumpkin Wrapper, and
Pudgy
Goldar.
Pig, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That was it.
Pudgy Pig's cool.
Yeah.
They made
how he
Pumpkin
ate
Wrapper
the
and him
Rangers.
better in the comics.
Pudgy Pig also
Yeah.
comes with the a fork and a knife, so like that's always great.
Yeah, that's great.
I
Yeah.
love how when he ate a ranger, their helmet showed up on his stomach. It was the greatest thing ever.
I mean, like,
Yeah, well,
really think about it. That's kind of like dark.
But as a kid, you don't realize that.
No, you really don't. But like, think about that now. Like, that's, huh?
That's what we
dark.
call vor.
Oh no, no, wait, I've got a button for that. No, just no.
Bruh.
No.
If you just
Oh.
see the look of just the I'm done.
before I forget, I said that Rita's brother was in Die Ranger, but I'm actually pretty sure it is Kaku Ranger. The ninja
Oh, he's
one.
in Kaku.
Should
Okay.
which would make more sense because that's what they use for the Alien Rangers.
Yeah, he really
He was
didn't
like
come
the
around until
bad
about
guy.
Alien Rangers.
Yeah, he was the main bad guy. He was more like a military thing. Yes, he had that
Yeah,
look,
I
which never
love
made
that
sense
look on
as
him.
a kid. But as a kid, I
Yeah,
didn't understand. I was like, why does he look like he's got a gun and he's just like this goofy skeleton guy?
I want to talk since we're talking about monsters from Power Rangers real fast. So I watched Beast Morphers, where was it Jax? Jax is the Beast Bot thing.
hmm
So I was watching that episode where they get the Beast X mode, and you can clearly see when it's our footage
Is that their
compared to
battleizer?
Sentai footage.
Yeah,
It's like the battleizer.
Yeah, B6 is basically the battleizer.
But here's how you can tell: the head on the monster is smaller in Sentai footage, but in our footage it's big. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, that's right.
That's
And I
great.
was like, because I'm sitting here trying to tell what's the difference between Sentai and Power Rangers, and like with
Oh,
Beast
you can
Morphers,
see
I
it.
can't really tell. On certain points, I can't tell. But
They do,
that
yeah,
was
they do
clearly,
really good.
Yeah.
They
And
didn't do
the
good
best
at all
part,
in like Super Mega Force.
we're not going to talk about that.
Well, it's because every time I think about like obvious, you can tell Sentai, I think about the scene where one of the bad guys from, I'm pretty sure it was Super Mega Force, is like in the garbage, and like this lady comes out and she's like, "What are you doing in the garbage?" It's just like clearly
Yeah.
Japanese lady yelling at this guy in a Japanese street with like Japanese street signs, and it's just like all over. You can tell it's like super obvious.
He is
But then
my
they all of a
favorite
sudden
character.
switch.
He's my favorite monster in Go Kaiju just because of he's trying to win the love of
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god, you poor man.
He shows up again too. He's like he was so popular he comes back and like disclosure or some shit.
It's like while we're still I don't know much about the Sentai versions of these two, but it's like Wolzord and Zanaku. You want to hate them, but then you'll start to love them as the show goes on.
Right.
So, do we have any more Power Rangers or Super Sentai bad guys? Because I actually have another one.
Go ahead.
Go for it. I'll just keep thinking of him as we go.
With Super Sentai, he would have been known
That's really all we're doing.
He would have been known as the Yokai Bakuki. Also known as Vampirus. Yeah!
Oh, Vampirus.
Oh, so great, right?
Oh man.
Yes. Yes. You guys are absolutely welcome. I'm so glad that I got that reaction from Crimson Talent, because I was like, God, please, somebody be with me on this. Oh man.
Hey, look, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Hi, Wade.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, back on where we were. Okay, Okay.
Are you talking about the vampire that was in Mighty Morphin?
He was in season 3 of Mighty Morphin. He
Well, not that one.
Oh.
The one that nobody realizes is the vampire. With Babu and the other one, I forget their names.
Squat.
But Squat and Babu.
Squat.
So Babu, is it the skinnier one?
Yeah, Babu's the
Sorry,
skinnier
fans are
one.
gonna hate me for this. Yeah, because I always forget their names for some reason. But yeah, he's a vampire. And Super Sentai, he legit.
You're not alone.
Yeah, and Super Sentai, he legit like sucks the blood out of people in some episodes. Like there's an episode like more about him where he's literally going around like getting people. Like he's the vampire.
Wow,
and they don't
that's awesome. I freaking love that.
Yeah.
And they made him like they made Squat and Babu like such terrible characters in Power Rangers, but like.
But you loved them. You loved them as a kid.
Yeah, sure.
They're still as
like,
goofy in Sentai.
I'm not gonna lie though, like the fact that like Babu was also like a vampire, like, it was like, man, they could have done some stuff with that. Like sad.
Yeah.
I think they make a little bit of reference in the comics, but
I have not read any of the Boom comics. I have been meaning to, but my comic book store is sold out of them, and yeah.
yeah, I used to do them all the time. I haven't in so long.
But going back to Zanaku, as a kid, like you want to hate the bad guy, you really do. But there was just something about him, or I should say, it's either Roki or Ruki. I'm not sure how you say his Sentai name. I have not watched Gal Ranger at all. But yeah, you just want to hate him because he's the bad guy, but then you start to feel for him because he just wants to be human again.
That's fair.
And it turns out to be the sixth
I
Ranger.
like
I'm like, oh. Yeah, because I thought it was the fact that there was that one episode where we saw him in the lake playing with the wolf pup, and like, well, shit, now I feel bad.
I
like,
love when they put more behind villains.
It's like with Wolzord, you want to hate him, but the way they did Korag, you're like, oh. And it's like how Dallas touched on that. It's because like he cared more about honor than like he had the Rangers dead to rights, but he let them go. And I was just like, oh, okay, we have honor. I like you.
Yeah, I love whenever you put more behind villains like that because, like, in my opinion, there's no such thing as good and evil. There's different views.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I want to do the right thing and be like good to people and stuff like that. And like, I view good as the way that you should view good. But in the eyes of a villain, really, what they see, they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong. They're doing what's right in their eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just different views at that point.
It's like,
and
getting off topic for a second, it's like with the
you're good.
Punisher and Ghost Rider, the Penance Stare will not work on Punisher because he's not sorry for what he does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In his mind, he's doing what's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that whole idea is one of the things I really wanted to embody with Fenrir when I made him and everything, because like he's not a bad guy, but he's not a good guy, and that's the whole point. He's a bounty hunter. Like, he's borderline right between that area of like is good and bad, even a thing. Whenever you get like, I really wanted to mess with that whole idea with Fenrir. He'll do heroic stuff and then all of a sudden kill some guy because he needs a paycheck. You know, like that was the whole idea with him, at least. I just I love behind it.
There we go. Your sound was kind of like getting all like
warbly,
really kick. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay,
I was like, did you hear what I said though? I didn't hear what I said.
Bits and pieces. Yeah.
Oh god.
We got the important pieces. You're good.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Where should we go from here? To Kaiju or Kamen Rider?
I say we leave Kaiju for last.
All right, so I guess Kamen Rider then. Because no.
I know exactly
Not
what
yet.
I'm gonna say for Kaiju. I'm excited. I have two for Kaiju.
Save that one for last. For the last of the Kamen Rider. I know you're excited about him. Yeah, I say
Okay,
because I can't really say for Ultraman because they're kaiju too. So
Yeah. That is fair. That is absolutely fair.
because one of the ones I want to talk about is from Ultraman. I'm just like, okay, so Kamen Rider. I guess Wade first since
I love
Eddie's gonna
Evolt.
wait. Oh, Evil! Oh,
I don't know who
His
he
name is literally like evil.
oh, okay.
Maybe we shouldn't talk
No,
too much
it's
about
love.
him. Just
It's
watch
love
Bill.
No,
backwards.
you're fine. You're
It's
fine.
love
you're fine.
backwards.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Okay.
like it's also evil, and it's like I don't know. I love what
Yeah.
they do with his name and like his whole
Okay,
his whole
alright,
introduction is great.
You will love Evil because he's not he's like Dangerous Zombie but more of a jerk.
Okay. Okay.
And he tries to help the main character build up his power. Build up.
Nah.
Basically increase his power so he can take it for himself
Right.
to destroy the planet. He's such a wonderful jerk. I love him. Thank you, Wade.
Or he does it perfect, and and then like
Right?
oh my, and you love him the whole time, and you're like, this guy's
And-
cool,
and
you
then-
know? What do you mean he's what? What do you mean he's the bad guy?
And then when you find out he's the bad guy, you're like, oh,
It almost makes you want to cry.
right?
Like it's so impactful, dude, and like it was such a like curveball for me. I did not expect it at all when I was watching it.
You got stabbed
It
in
was
the
good.
back.
Yeah, dude, legit.
Oh.
Like everybody did, even in the show. Like it was so
I
bad, but good.
If I had to pick a Kamen Rider villain, I can't really say much because of Eddie. He hasn't seen much of Wizard, so.
Free.
But Wise Man. Wise Man is a good character.
You know,
And
did you mention Walzord when we were talking about Sentai and Power Rangers?
Wolzord.
Did you mention him though when we were talking about Power Rangers and Sentai?
Yes, put that down.
All right, cool. Because like I had to
Keep that
think about it.
down.
I was like, did he even mention it? Like,
Of course, I mentioned Wolzord and Korag. I'm sorry. Okay, going back to Korag real fast. That armor. Oh my god. I want that suit so badly.
So is Wiseman in Kamen Rider Wizard? Is he the one who plays as the White Wizard?
He's the White Wizard that helps Wizard, because I forgot his actual name for a minute there.
Is that a putty?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's a little putty.
Oh god, I love those. I actually
This one's a
had
metallic
the.
one.
That's cool. I actually had the pleasure of meeting the actor for Wise Man.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sure.
did.
Yeah, when I went to A-Con, and this is my favorite story about when I met him. Okay, whenever I meet voice actors, I want to bring something that nobody remembers that they were in. Everyone was bringing Piccolo, or just any Dragon Ball stuff for him, and whatever else he was in, I can't remember. So my friend helps me find the Kamen Rider stuff, and we find a Wizard Gashat, and he had to buy it from me because all my money went to the ticket and food.
Mhm.
And when we got up to meet him, he has a translator. He doesn't speak very well English, but I told him that people are bringing you stuff from Dragon Ball, this and this, but I was like, I have something that might make you a little bit happier. So I pulled out the Wizard Gashat, and they show him. He's like, "Oh!"
Oh yeah, I love the story when you told me before. I love that reaction.
It doesn't get
It's
old.
his-
It doesn't get old though.
Yeah.
His face was just like, and he was he happily signed it. He was like, I saw him like this the whole time. It was just bouncing. It's like when I met Matt Mercer at the same con, and everyone's bringing him Critical Role, Attack on Titan, Overwatch. And I think he was in Dragon Ball. I think he was hit.
He was hit in
I
Dragon
would
Ball.
have got him.
He was hit in Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, no. You guys are going to love this. Eddie knows the story. Have you ever heard of a game called Knack for the PS4? Okay. Matt Mercer voices a character named Gundahar. He's the main villain of that game. It's a beautiful game. And everyone's bringing him all this stuff. And I have the cover for Knack. And I bring it to him like, so I've got a bit of something from like a blast in your past. Like, all right, what you got? And I have him cover his eyes because I don't want him to see it. And I put it down. He looks at it like, oh my god, Knack! As soon as he did that, I was like, oh my god, I broke Matt Mercer.
Yes.
He's such a good dude.
He
I
is.
even met
He's
him.
so
I
wonderful.
just expect him to be like the greatest person.
But okay, back to Wise Man. He's such a good villain, and who he is for the first half, you're just like, oh. But when you find out that he's the actual bad guy, it's just one of those curveball moments. You're like, but he was helping Wizard.
They love doing
And,
that kind of stuff in Kamen Rider. They really do.
Oh man.
Gremlin was a good
You
villain
like
in
this
Wizard
guy?
too.
He's the bad guy.
Right.
Oh, when we found out what Gremlin actually did as a human, oh, I got terrified.
Was he a bad dude?
He was a murderer.
He was a bad mamma jamma.
Alright, so I think it's time. I think we should let him talk about him.
Aha!
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm gonna
Dan Kuroto himself, Eddie
I'm-
DeFox.
I'm actually gonna switch it up. I'm actually gonna switch it
Oh
up.
no! Oh!
Yeah. Okay. So Danger Zombie, as far as looks go, is still one of my favorite bad guys. Like just the look, the henshin,
His intern
his first henshin as Danger Zombie looks
first time is all terrifying.
looks so good. But as far as
I jump scared, dude. I'm not kidding.
as far as Kamen Rider
Really?
monsters go,
It spooked me.
Kamen Rider monsters go, the one that kind of hit me really hard was 01. How the bad guy ended up being the good guy.
No.
That's Wade. That was a spoiler for Wade.
Oh no!
You remember, I haven't seen it.
You didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear.
I
You
took
didn't
it
hear.
off.
I'm
pretty sure
Train
you
wreck,
guessed what it is from like the 2 times that you've gotten close to telling
It was a really good turn of events, and it was something that like, because you guys were talking about how like, you know, when Evil was like, oh, he was helping the Kamen Rider, he was such a great guy, and now he's the bad guy, and all this, and then like they go and pull what they did in 01, and it's just like, y'all want to talk about getting stabbed. Man, like, they freaking got me. I watched that episode, and when they did that reveal, I was in shock. Like, there are very few times in my life where I'm actually, like, speechless, and that was one of those moments where I'm just, like, sitting there watching this unfold on my computer, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
Like, it was such a good turn of events, and it really hit home, and, like, it kind of solidified, like, just, it was one of those things where, like, I watched it, and I was like, man, this right here, this kind of stuff right here is why I like Tokusatsu. This right here is why I love this kind of stuff, because it's just like...
And technically, it wasn't a spoiler for Wade, because it's just like, you never expect it.
You never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition! But
I
yeah.
expected it.
But it was just a really good turn, and it was I loved it so much, And like I was thinking about it today. I was like, yeah, like I could talk about Dan Kurata, I could talk about Dangerous Zombie, but like just that moment right there, like like it's just kind of like one
And
of
what's
the.
funnier is Kamen Rider Zero One gave us one of the very first. And this is not a spoiler for Wade, so it's not. You're good.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler.
It's just the fact that we see Arc 0, literally waiting for Aruto to hench, and he's just standing there like this.
It's like, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna let you do
Yeah,
your thing.
I love
he
his
just
colors.
stands there.
Like they did that.
Arc 0.
They honestly, like, as far as like the suits
Chef's
and
kiss.
people talk about, like, I've seen like in different Toku groups, people like talking about, like, they talk bad about 0-1. They're like, oh, the suit design is like this, that, and the other. I don't know. Like, I thought everything that, like from Aruto's suit to like Orobi's suit, Jean's suit, like all of it. Like, honestly, like they put in. Like it looked really good. Like, I mean, yeah, like everybody's gonna compare it to their favorite Kamen Rider series, and it may pale in comparison.
Yeah.
But for what it was, honestly, I feel like base design Naruto.
Yes, I have it too.
Base design Naruto is like one thing. Like, you can say whatever you want, but like whenever like
Shining Hopper is beautiful.
Huh?
Shining Hopper is beautiful.
Shining Assault Hopper. Like when they add the assault grip to it, like it's just like it's so good. Like it's just like for and then like when
Loud.
freaking Burning Falcon, that design.
Oh, dude, when he showed up,
that design was just perfect. It was just so perfect.
Fuwa's final form, dude. Fuwa's final form was a beautiful design, and you can look that up. Wade, we only see it for like a split second because he can't control the power.
Yeah, it's not really.
He has a different one.
It's not really a final form, but it kind of is. It's like the last time you'll see him.
It's a final form.
Yeah, like but there's so much that goes into it. Like, honestly, like you should definitely finish Kamen Rider 0-1. It's just so good.
I know. I feel so bad. I just I gotta watch it because I watched it with my girlfriend and my brother. So I want to make sure they're there.
Don't feel bad. I'm still like I've still only seen the first episode of Saber, so.
Yeah, how far are you on?
Yeah, I didn't even start
it.
Why is he watching Geo?
Let me get back to you on that.
Why are you watching Geo at all? Just don't watch it. It's not worth it.
Hey, Geo was a good series, okay?
That show made me so sad. I tried watching it. I didn't like it.
But no, like I really do need to watch Saber, especially since now that they have
I haven't seen the last.
So many
now that they've introduced
3 episodes.
Now that they've introduced Dad Sword.
Now that they introduced Kamen Rider Dad.
Dad Sword. His name is he's Kamen Rider Buster, and he's got like a big Buster sword. And
I want that sword.
That's his henshin device, is a big old Buster sword. And I'm just like, man.
And he brings his son into every fight with him.
Yeah, it's like, man, I want like Kamen Rider Dad Sword. I want. So like, normally like me and Drew and like some other friends of ours that are local, we're like trying to do Kamen Rider groups and stuff like that, and we already have our respective writers for Kamen Rider 0-1. Well, the hard thing is like I didn't really know who I wanted to be. Like if we ever did a Saber group, and then like they released the magazine and it showed Kamen Rider Buster, and I was like, that's a big sword. I want to be him.
I picked Saber because the only reason I want to do Saber is because I'm just like Toma. I keep my promises as best I can, and I love to write. I haven't written since high school, but yeah.
My only hope for
Buster swords are beautiful. Buster cannons are better.
My big wish for Kamen Rider Saber is that they don't pull a 0-1. I don't know if collectors are going to be able to handle buying another 18 drivers. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Oh my god!
I miss it being like 3 tops.
Like, bro, Bandai. I know you guys know y'all can make some money off of the American Kamen Rider fans, but you got to give us a break, man. This is 2020. This is the worst year to be doing this.
I mean, that's why I'm sticking with these for right now. I mean, they're cheaper.
So let's see.
They're way cheaper in Japan too.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I got when Sean goes back to Japan, I'm literally gonna be PayPaling him some money and being like, "Hey man."
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
PayPal him some money and give him a shopping list. I'm gonna be like, "Hey man, let me go ahead and I'm gonna send you some money, and this is what I want."
Okay.
It'd make you upset, dude. The bargain bin stuff. Just so many like bargain bins full of things that you would pay like thousands of dollars.
I know, it's ridiculous. Okay, since we talked about 01, I have to say from my favorite Kamen Rider series, Negataros is a really good villain too.
Of course.
It's not super familiar.
Of course.
Where's that from?
Deno.
Okay,
but he was only in a movie, so. I missed this one. I forgot this one. So Dallas has been getting questions about this one specific person from Dino Charge, but he's not in Dino Charge. They call him Talon Ranger, but he has nothing. There's no actor for him.
Yeah.
And the reason is he's known as Death Ryuger in Kyo Ryuger, and the only reason he's in that is he's in the Gabarincho of music. And it's only that movie, and there's not enough footage to make for him. Even though Death Ryuger is such a good character. His design is...
It is pretty awesome. And it does suck that like we would have never been able to see him in
it upsets me because when he takes off the helmet, he's a literal monster underneath. I'm like...
Yeah, I forget about that. Like, the whole scene was pretty cool.
It's like what they did with Shinkenger? I think it was Shinkenger. Was that Samurai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shinkenger had a monster that used DN's gun to transform, and he looked like a monster DN. And I was just like, well then.
You know,
and I love it.
Go ahead.
I just gonna say I love it when Kamen Rider and Super Sentai cross over. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
what about when Spider-Man and Kamen Rider crossover? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see that in Into the Spider-Verse 2. He is gonna be in it.
Spider-Man is gonna be in it.
I would lose my shit. I would be in the theater, no joke, guys. Like, everything would be normal. They're like, yeah, look at all these different Spider-Men. And they're like, and he just shows up and he's like, I'm sorry about Spider-Man! I would just like be like, yes! I'd be that asshole in the theater. I never do that.
The real question is like, are they gonna, would they actually have it where it's like getting ready for like a big villain fight, and it's like, all right, everybody, we're gonna suit up, and everybody's like doing their suit up thing, and then you got Spider-Man who does like the freaking henshin from the TV show. Please. Change
Leopardon.
Oh my god, it would just be great.
I would lose my shit.
I need it.
Just thinking about it making me excited.
I can't get over the fact that we see him the suit comes onto him and was like, put it all on. Zip.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't. Oh my god. I'm gonna be able to make so many Toku slaps the day that happens.
It's gonna be known as the day of Toku slap.
Yeah. It's like, by the way, I already told you guys about this guy, now he's in your face. Does that help? It's like,
I forget.
Spider-Man won forever ago.
I forget freaking love you, Wade. This
I
is
love
why.
him.
This right here, people, is why I chose Wade cosplay to be part of this. It's like you see it right here, man. Like the freaking the freaking passion, the passion that this guy freaking brings.
I love this shit.
Yeah, dude, and I can tell, like, just that joy and that passion right there, dude. That, like, yes, sir, absolutely.
If I could do that for my TikToks, I would, but I don't know that much stuff about it.
man,
It means so much to me, guys. It's like I get so worried about those videos all the time. Like, I didn't want to be the facts
feel
guy.
you. I feel you.
be right back.
It just
My cat
turned
wants
out that way. Yeah, it just became that way. Whenever he gets back,
oh, there he is.
when we do kaijus, I have 2 that I really want to say.
I have 2. I have 3. I have to talk about. One I really need to talk about because if I don't, and the fiance hears this, she'll kill me.
Mm.
Nathan already knows who it is.
Mm-hmm. Lips are sealed.
So we'll save it till Wade is done. Go ahead, Wade. Let's get on to the kaiju because I think we should be about done soon.
Kaiju.
So I absolutely fucking love Destroya, or Destroya, or however you actually
Yes,
say it.
I was hoping you would talk about him. I love his design.
Destroya! He's so great. And then,
Dude,
other than that, I really love Space Godzilla. I really love Space Godzilla.
Really? Space Godzilla?
I love the giant
I love him so
crystals on the
much.
shoulder.
Okay.
I mean, I also really like Mechagodzilla, but he's not really spooky other than the fact that you
No.
think about the fact that the original Godzilla's bones are inside him. Then it gets a little spooky.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! Go ahead, because I love how you said that he's not spooky, but I actually have something. And I want to see if like maybe give me a second. Because you say that, and I'll send you guys the picture. But I'm gonna. Oh man, is there a way? Oh man, I wish there was a way. Hold on. Window capture.
Just put a
Sorry, I
picture
love
in
this
front
mask way too much.
Okay. So I'm posting. I'm posting the window capture up, so the people can see it, and then I'll copy and paste it and send it to the Facebook group.
Let's try out.
But this is an early concept art of. This was an early concept art of what Mechagodzilla was going to look like. Because Mechagodzilla was actually part of my list of the kaiju that we were discussing tonight. And whenever I found this concept art, I lost my mind. I was like, if we had gotten this, we could have gotten some terrifying, absolutely terrifying stuff. Like, just, like, really bad. Like, he was a Heisei, incarnation, and he was dubbed Berserk. And like, just God.
I really want to see this.
Oh yeah.
I didn't bring my phone.
Oh dude, freaking.
I
I'm
can
the only
grab my
one
phone
doing
really
this on
quick.
his phone.
Yes.
You
notice how our cameras are different?
Okay. I'm putting in the studio. I'm putting in the studio bulletin board, and it's funny because like everybody's gonna be able to.
Okay, that'll make it easier.
Everybody's gonna be able to.
I won't be
see
able
all
to
the
see
stuff.
it because I got to back out of this. I don't want to back out of this.
It should actually put you in a pop out mode. They've kind of.
Yeah, that's what happens with mine.
Yeah, they've updated the.
I haven't updated mine yet. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That was supposed to be Mechagodzilla. What is that? Is that fucking Akira Godzilla?
I don't know what exactly I don't know exactly what they were going for, but God,
It's like Akira.
I freaking like when I tell you I was like salivating.
Just for reference, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it looks like.
When I say I was salivating over this design, like I was
It's like Akira.
I was like, bro, we could have gotten something like this. Honestly, I'm kind of mad. Like I'm kind of mad. But that's my little tirade. I'll go into like why I like Mechagodzilla. So go ahead and talk about Destroyer.
Maybe-
I'm really sorry for interrupting.
I would love to
but-
see what it
Oh,
looks
you're
like.
fine. That almost looks like, well, yeah, it almost looks like it has bones in it and stuff. Maybe he was supposed to be more of a like undead Godzilla.
I freaking just. Huh.
Because like,
Destroya is a good character.
yeah,
We
Destroya.
were at Walmart. We were at Walmart the other day, and there's these people just over in the corner, and I see Destroya. I'm like, oh!
Just
I get so
Destroya!
excited. And these people are looking over me like, why is he some of them?
Why is he saying Destroya?
And they're
He
just like,
looks so epic.
I know,
And
I
he's
love
definitely
it. It's
scary.
so cool. Yes.
Destroya.
You guys ever seen the video game thing about that? It's just like,
Another terrifying one.
Destroya! Sorry.
Another terrifying one is the living plant.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot about that thing.
Ooh. Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
I know what you're
When it
talking
starts out as
about.
flower, and it actually gets a form, you're like, I gotta leave.
I gotta leave.
Okay, getting off the spooky, because I gotta talk about my kaiju now. Starting with the adorable and then working its way up. We're gonna talk about Baragon.
Oh yeah! Did you see that video I put up?
Yes, I was actually about to talk about that. Baragon's suit actress is so adorable. The fact that she actually roared for
She's
the footage, I'm like,
for Super Sentai.
wow, did not know that. Yeah, she just I was like,
people were saying that, people were saying that she was apparently one of the actresses in Power Ranger. Like she was both. Like she actually played the character, but I can't find any proof of it. I can't find any proof of it. That's just
people just trying to say I know more than you. So
well, no. I mean, I came from a friend of mine that don't really know this stuff, so I think this might just do the grapevine, like what people heard type thing.
I got
because I can't find it in facts anywhere. The first female suit actor wasn't until Co-Launcher, which was RPM for us.
Huh.
Oh, actually, like the movies though, there was one for oh crap, the ninja one.
That's a good movie. Oh crap.
Hurricane.
Oh,
I want to call it Ninja Storm. Hurricane, technically, they had a female suit actor eventually, but it started off. It was the same guy that did the guy that's Mr. Pink. That was like all the different Pink Rangers before. Yeah.
Quick, we need Mr. Pink. I'm on my way.
He's played Yellow, Pink, and it's just so many. Like I after finding out that dude's name, he's played like most of the female Rangers that we grew up seeing.
That's fantastic. But yeah, it's just
he just got better.
Baragon is just so adorable with the big floppy ears. It's like I know he's supposed to be I know he's supposed to be terrifying, but I can't.
No,
after hearing about the actress doing them, like, I can't find you scary. But if we want to get scary, Gigan.
Oh.
The fucking knife hands. Oh.
Is it Gigan or Gigon? I feel like a lot of people call it Gigon.
I've heard people call him Gigan. Yeah. So I mean,
it's either Gigan or Gigan.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard Gigan.
I call him that because my brain is stupid.
I love his face.
Yeah.
He almost has like a freaking like tokusatsu face, if anything.
Like, how he has the beak and like the little Cyclops look. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it's something about it's really cool.
I gotta talk about this real fast. This is such a stupid thing. This is not about Gigan. The fact that Godzilla has drop kicked monsters, and it's the funniest thing ever.
My favorite part of Godzilla is my favorite move forever. That was so popular that they actually used that in True Ranger, and we even showed it in Power Rangers too. Literally, there's the T-Rex sword does that to the dragon.
Yes!
I thought that was familiar.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a reference.
Oh,
and then like Also, if you notice in that scene too, for some reason, I guess they couldn't get Tommy or JDF to come in that day or something because like when he gets knocked over, he's switched to a completely different voice actor. He goes like,
yeah, he does.
"You're not Tommy," and then he just goes, "No way!" in like a completely different voice. And I gotta make a video about it.
I'm gonna have to relook.
It's so weird.
I'm gonna have to relook into that.
Weird.
Well, that's like
as soon as you hear it, you know it's not him.
That's kind
I
of like.
think.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we gotta go on to this one. Like I said, if I don't mention her, I will get slapped. The queen of the monsters, Godzilla's wife, Mothra.
Yeah. Which I don't consider her spooky, other than I don't like moths.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like moths
Moths
themselves are spooky.
I don't know.
If you think about it,
I think early Mothra actually was kind of creepy looking.
especially the larva form.
early
The larva
Mothra,
form is
yeah.
terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, the larva form is
That kind of reminds me of the new movie, the way that they brought about King Ghidorah.
Oh, the new movie. Yeah, the new movie was so
It made him
beautiful.
even spookier. With all the lightning going on and like slowly looking up at like how big and terrifying it was. Like, you know,
Can we just talk about the fact that she stabbed Rodan?
yeah. I love that she actually had weapons.
I was just like, we saw in theaters, and Trua got so happy, and then when Mothra did that, I was like, oh damn. I didn't know she had that, but oh damn.
They made Rodan look cool too, because I always thought Rodan was lame. I was just like, he's just a pterodactyl. Like, he's just a big pterodactyl.
Did you know
But they made
that
it so cool.
Ghidorah's heads actually have names?
yes.
Yeah, apparently I can't remember him, but yeah, they apparently
Me,
have
and San. And San, his literal name in America or in English that we given him is Kevin.
Kevin.
Is one of them Steve?
I don't know. And the best part is Kevin is
Steve
the
and Joe.
derpy one. Kevin is the derpy one, and he's just so beautiful.
So, talking about Mothra, I remember whenever I was a kid, there was a movie that I would watch that had Godzilla and Mothra in it, and I was kind of upset that they never showed him in the Godzilla King of Monsters movie. He's actually Mothra's I believe like counterpart, like his
Oh! I know what you're talking about.
Batra.
Batra. Oh yes, Batra.
Yeah. Now Batra, you want to talk about creepy? Look up like it doesn't even matter like if you look up like newer looks of him or older looks of him. Batra is always scary. The larva form looks like something I would freaking fight in Doom. Like just no,
I don't remember what he looks
kidding, like dude, but like freaking Batra was like absolutely just so great.
Batra was just like something you don't want to see at night. The first thing you see, get up to the morning, you're like,
Nightmare fuel.
yep, nope, going back to bed.
Nightmare fuel, just absolute nightmare fuel. Just like ugh.
The next one I want to talk about is that
Jet Jaguar. I'm just kidding.
Jet Jaguar. Yes.
I was kidding. It's not spooky.
Well, I mean, look at the early design. Yes, he was.
He looks really ridiculous.
Just that face is just like, oh, it's like just his mouth.
Weird.
It's like
he looks weird. He was made by kids too.
I believe it. So my next one is actually from Ultraman Geed. He is a combination of 3 kaiju. Electric King, Ace Killer, and I can't remember the third one, but they call him Thunder Killer. And his design is like, he's a cyborg, but he's just, I wouldn't want to fight that. And it's just like, oh, no, please, no, go away.
They'll never
But-
go away.
I guess one of the best villains in Ultraman to me so far is Ultraman Belial, who is
I give
actually the
Ultraman
father. Huh?
So I gotta give Ultraman more of a chance. Like I don't know much
Dude,
about Ultraman.
okay.
Also, tell you what, I said for anybody that like a lot of the people that watch Toku Slaps that are into Ultraman, they're like, "What are you gonna do, Ultraman?" And I'm like, I don't know that much about Ultraman.
Yeah.
So,
It's
just don't want to
funny,
like
and
go right at it.
this is like what I say about Jeed is not a spoiler because you end up finding out, and it's friggin' hilarious. But Belial is Jeed's father, and he's an evil Ultraman. And when Jeed
I'm down for that.
becomes an Ultraman, he's got like this evil, monstrous look to him, but he's a good guy. And nobody trusts how he looks because, again, evil eyes, and they're just like, no. And not even all the other, not even Ultraman Zero wants to team up with him in the beginning. He's just like, bad guy, because your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's just, Jeed has some beautiful forms, and we're back off topic.
Haha. I'm
No, you're
gonna,
fine.
put, I'm gonna put us
I
back. I'm gonna put us back
Apparently-
on topic.
What you got?
Mecha Godzilla. Like I showed you guys with the. I showed you guys with.
Watch Ultraman down there. Watch it.
Haha. I showed you guys what the artwork looks like.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you'll see it. Anyway, so that artwork is one thing, but like Mechagodzilla was kind of like my first time ever really. Mechagodzilla was the first bad guy I was ever introduced to as far as kaiju goes. I had a friend a long time ago. Her little brother was obsessed with Godzilla movies. And of course, this was before we had our 2000 Godzilla movie that we made. That isn't Godzilla. It's Zilla, but
We don't talk about that movie.
you know what? I'll be the one to say. I'll be the one to say it. It wasn't that bad. I'll go ahead and put that out there. Like, I won't even insert any sound effects or anything like that. You guys can
Leaves podcast immediately.
You guys can react the way you want to react. I thought that movie wasn't all that bad.
Which one?
I thought Matthew Broderick did a great job. I thought the movie
no, like
wasn't all that
actors.
bad. They could have done better as
Are
far
you talking
as,
about the old Godzilla movie?
I'm talking
Where
about
he was in, where
the 2000
where it was in New York and was
when
a
it was
girl.
in New York. Yeah, that movie. Y'all,
That right there.
You can say what
That
you
right
want.
there.
You can say what you want. It wasn't all that bad.
Okay, no.
Now that we're
for
mentioning
me,
it.
But
the acting was amazing.
This kid used to watch Godzilla movies, and like it was the first time I was ever introduced to Godzilla. And Mecha Godzilla was the main bad guy, and I love how they've done Mecha Godzilla throughout the years. Like they've had it where he's just he's been piloted like a Gundam, where he's kind of by himself, and he's like he can do his own thing and make his own decisions. And that ultimately could like be bad for people and all that. Then you have the one where like you've got the person flying in the jet that is controlling, and that he's got a link with her and all that kind of stuff. Like and there's been so many different transformations of him too. And of course,
Oh yeah.
I think they introduced it in like the millennial era, where he had like these two gigantic cannons on his shoulders, kind of like
It was about the millennial era.
kind of like Blastoise in Pokemon. But
I have a toy of that one.
creepy, maybe not in look, but creepy in the thought that this is a pure mechanized kaiju. And there have been instances where he has thought and acted on his own, and that by itself is a terrifying thing. That by itself is a terrifying thing. Because think about it, you have a mechanized kaiju, right? And part of it is AI. Imagine if the destruction that he wanted to do on a global scale had nothing to do with the weapons that he carried, but rather just took control of the weapons that we already had and decided to just Yeah, like
The way you're coming about that's great. I like that.
yeah, like hey, Japan, go ahead and put me on that writing team. I'll totally give you some ideas for Mecha God. And while we're talking to Japan, while you're listening to me, and while you guys are laughing at me, let's go ahead and go back to that. Let's go back to that concept art. I want to talk to you guys about that concept art because we need to turn that from a concept to reality because that is terrifying, absolutely terrifying, and I want to see it.
There's been a lot of different versions too. They might as well just go for it. Or
Yeah.
just turn it into a different version.
The evolution of kaiju design is freaking wonderful, man. Because like the old ones, like you can make fun of it and all that kind of stuff, but like
Oh God!
it's still just like everything from Ghidorah to Gigan to freaking Mothra, Batra, like everybody, like freaking Space Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, freaking Shin Godzilla. You want to talk
That is
about
definitely a fear. That's
terrifying,
pretty spooky.
terrifying look.
I'm gonna
Is
stop
Shin
you for a
Godzilla.
second. I'm gonna stop you for a second, Eddie. I just looked at the picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want that.
I do want it. I want it so
I want
bad. I want it.
Okay, but getting back to that, Shin Godzilla. Oh God, I watched that movie.
It's good.
I still need to watch
That
it.
was
I still need to watch
terrifying.
It's good.
It's so good though.
It's good. It's dark. It's good. It's good though.
If I could find this video,
And the design
there is
is
the
just
scene where he's destroying Tokyo to a metal song,
But
and
is
I was
it-
just like,
okay.
oh,
You probably seen this. You probably haven't, Nathan, but like, it was it Final Wars or 2000, wherever they mentioned that the Godzilla from our Godzilla movie was actually Zilla.
2000,
actually
2000. It was Godzilla 2000.
He's actually a kaiju in their universe. They literally start off the movie where like two Japanese kids are like in school and they're like the Americans saw Godzilla. Foolish Americans, hey, shit on Godzilla. And then like whenever Godzilla fights him in this movie, he proceeds to like break his spine like over the Sydney building. It was great, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing something about that on. I think they talked about that on Death Battle.
Yep.
Yeah,
Death Battle did that one.
He is technically a kaiju still. They put him in the movies. Like he's in an actual Godzilla movie.
Imagine Shin Godzilla in one of the next Godzilla versus King Kong. Imagine if they brought him in there.
There's actually
He looks terrifying.
There's talk that they're gonna put Mecha Godzilla in Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh,
okay,
dude.
The thing that terrifies me most about Shin, Wade, is right here splits open.
Yes, it does.
Yes, that freaks me out too. That's the reason I'm like, I don't know if I like this gun.
I love it.
It makes the beam stronger. I'm like,
it's so.
Did it need to be stronger?
Yes, it always needs to be stronger. I love
that whole
Okay.
classic look of his back lighting
while
up.
we're on the subject of kaiju, King of the Monsters, can we just talk about a minute how Godzilla came back with that radiating energy? How buildings were literally burning as he walked past them?
It was so good. It was so good. I
That
really liked that
movie was
movie a
great.
lot.
That movie was great.
It was
like,
really well.
Everybody was like really scared because they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a Godzilla reboot, and everybody's like, can we? They were worried. They were like, okay, well we remember the 2000 Matthew Broderick movie. What are you guys planning on doing? And then they come out and they do this, and like. They ended up introducing a new bad guy that had never been done before.
Yep.
Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this is really good." And then they're like,
Yeah,
"Okay, so now we're gonna do King of the Monsters, and we're gonna involve like Ghidorah and Rodan and Mothra." And people were like, "Oh, okay."
And do him right.
And they did them,
really
and
well.
they did them really good. So now they're like, "Okay, now we're gonna give you Kong," and everybody's like, "Okay."
Man, Kong Skull Island
This
was
is gonna be
actually
epic.
really terrifying.
Yeah.
The part with the skull worm things. No, thank you.
Nah.
I didn't mind the older one before. Like, you guys remember the one with like Jack Black and stuff? Like, what happened
that
with
one
that
was
one?
good.
Like,
I love that one.
That one exists, and I still to this day I'm like, man, was that a fever dream? But no, it existed. Jack Black was in a
yeah,
King
it's weird
Kong
because
movie.
I don't remember it being bad. Like,
It
it's just
wasn't.
kind of.
It wasn't awful. It was really they were trying to be a little bit more
Reminiscent of the 50s one.
Yeah, the classic one.
Yeah.
But
It was technically, if you think about it, a remake of that one, but not
Yeah.
exactly.
it was a remake, but it wasn't a remake. But it was really good. Like it was really good,
yeah.
and they weren't trying to. They really weren't trying. I don't feel like it was really a kaiju movie. Moreover,
No.
I don't think it was.
It
a
was just
kaiju
King Kong.
movie. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
a movie about King Kong. Whereas Kong Skull Island was definitely more of a kaiju movie, and this
Kong Skull Island was just no.
And then this Godzilla versus King Kong movie that's coming up.
And
I'm
just so I
hyped for it.
don't confuse our listeners, when I say Kong Skull Island is a just no movie, I'm talking about like how terrifying it is.
It's good. It's just
Right.
really good.
I love every minute of it, but just like all those other monsters, you're like, no, take that, go away.
Speaking of terrifying, in those Godzilla movies, the way that they portrayed everything from like a view of being small is really good. Like looking up at King Ghidorah and shit, how terrifying he was. Or like whenever Godzilla starts to do the light up thing on his back and charge up, and you hear.
I can show you exactly what it's like. They look up, see that charge, and like, that's
So
a pretty blue. I need to get out of here.
The promotion for that movie. Where like they had the website, the Monarch website that you could go on, and it would show real world clips of these monsters, and just the way that they advertised it, and then the movie posters, like the size and the immensity. It wasn't these weren't monsters; these were monstrosities. They were huge.
It's kind of like what they did with Jurassic World, the first one. They had a website where you could actually look at Isla Nublar, and then when you clicked on that one, it took you to the friggin' order of the movie.
Yeah, but like they like like this was nowadays we have moved past the age of suit acting and
I can't get over that.
And special camera angles to make them look big and all this kind of stuff. Now,
yeah, I do love suit acting though.
I do because there's that familiarity and that sense of nostalgia and everything that we know and love. But man,
I will say the only thing I didn't.
When I say they took that to when they made those movies and they took it to a whole new level, like the world was like, okay, this.
I think the only thing I didn't like about the 2014 Godzilla was how we saw more focus on the humans than it was the actual kaiju.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean that's what helped make that view that I was talking about at the same time, though. Is that you
I get it, but it was just like
it was like
it was so slow at times. Like, can we just have the monster fight, please?
Not as slow as the first one that they came. Remember that one where like you
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I mean. But
oh yeah, that one's so.
Godzilla.
Yeah, that one made me upset.
The way King of Monsters did it, that's how you should have done the first Godzilla.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should have the humans, but also monster, human backstory, monster, not human the whole time, and Godzilla doesn't show up till it matters.
Right.
And they tried to make up their own monster, whatever. Everybody's just like, can we please get King Ghidorah? Can we get Mothra? Can we get these, like, all these different monsters that we want to see?
That was a big complaint. That was a big complaint. It was like, man, we're gonna make a new one. And it's like, we don't need a new one. It's like, we don't need a new one. There's like so many different monsters that Godzilla has gone head to head with. You could choose.
Yep.
It's a long list. You could choose any one of them.
That's okay.
But while we're on
the Mutos aren't around anymore.
While we're on the topic of Godzilla,
could you imagine if it was Destroyer?
While we're on the topic of Godzilla, This is gonna mess with people. This might actually trigger some really repressed nostalgia flashbacks. Does anybody remember the Godzilla cartoon with Godzilla and Godzuki?
Mean
Godzilla
baby?
and what?
Godzilla and
Talking
Godzuki.
about Baby One?
It was a cartoon. It was a Godzilla cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon?
Yes!
Yeah, I remember the cartoon. They had it on Netflix for a little
It's
bit too.
Godzilla! It's Godzilla and Godzuki!
I didn't watch. Oh, I
Oh
didn't know
my
what you're
god.
talking about.
Oh man. That's terrifying in its own accord because like God, like I ended up seeing something about it and it triggered some flashbacks. I was like, oh my god. This was absolutely cringe. And we have gone over an hour. This is the first time that we have done this. Yeah,
I would say we just keep talking.
Oh yeah.
That's how
Which I'm fine
podcasts
with.
go, guys. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we should end it because I'm at like 11%.
Oh yeah.
I am at an outlet.
You shut it.
I'm using my computer, so you know.
I'm using my tablet.
But anyway, so that concludes the spooky episode.
Our Kaiju Spectacular.
Our Kaiju Spectacular, where we open up the nightmare realm. So without further ado, I am Eddie DeFox.
Wait, we forgot something. We forgot something, Eddie.
Wait. Oh yeah.
The very first green female ranger.
Yeah. We've officially made history. Like we now officially for Power Rangers, we have our first female Green Ranger. She was she was announced I believe today, and
So that is true then.
yeah, like it's, yeah, man, like freaking.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it. Like I really am. And I imagine there's gonna be some people like, okay, but you know what? Those guys can sit on it. So,
You know how many girls want to be the Green Ranger? This is perfect.
Oh man, I mean, like, shoot, like, there's been a female White Ranger, like, I mean, not in Power Rangers, but
You cut out.
was it in Power Rangers? Dude, no, we had, I know we had a female White Ranger in Super Sentai.
No, we did. We did in Power Rangers.
We did in Power Rangers. Yeah, also Mystic Force too.
Oh yeah, Mystic Force.
Yeah. But anyway, I believe that's a good place to stop. So I am Eddie DeFox. We have Mr. Wade, not Steve, cosplay.
And I am Daring Hard Cosplay, your spooky host for the night. And we wish you all a spectacular Halloween tomorrow. Or today, depending on where you're at.
Alright, that has been It's Toku time! Have a great night!